Jesse Smollett with the all those allegations.
Right.
Is he from Compton?
I'm not sure where the boy from,
LA
but he pulled away to get out of that jail term. I know that. He pulled away to get out of them 30 days or 60 days, whatever it was.
I'd be curious to see what Kendrick got to say about him, but it's definitely a meaning to everything.
Definitely.
Nipsey, we all know the influence there. I think in the group they were even talking about how real it looks. The only thing I can kind of see is like their heads are kind of bigger.
Yeah.
But I mean, whoever edited this shit did a phenomenal job.
They did a phenomenal job, yeah.
Like when he morphed into Nipsey, they were even talking about like his hand gestures and shit.
Wow.
Like how.
It was different, yeah.
True to the game, I remain solid. They toot their nose up cause I don't fuck with everybody. Cause they really hiding demons deep off in their closet. I'd rather pull up to the bank and make a new deposit. I'm a product of the real cause I move in silence. Eternal poetry cause this shit is timeless.
Another episode of the Mindset Podcast. I am Pop.
Rocking with Fellow.
And we back with another episode, man.
Yeah, with it.
Got a lot of good topics to talk about today.
Yeah.
A lot of new music that's dropped here recently. We got something new for y'all. A mindset moment spotlight, which is gonna be a segment basically where we highlight something or some substance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what the whole mindset movement is about. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's always moments that pass by. You know what I'm saying, that you gotta be mindful of and just express it more. You know what I mean, within yourself and to the world. So we got that mindset moment that we're gonna start tuning in with.
For sure.
Yeah.
Shit, y'all know how we start this thing off, man. Let's get into the new music.
Yeah.
A couple highlights for me. What I've been feeling the most. I like Ransom's new project.
Ransom got it.
Ransom is an artist that actually Bray put me on.
Yeah. Shout out to Bray.
He been around for a long time though, so I'm not gonna act like he's a new act, but he's been putting out a lot of stuff here consistently. He has an album called No Rest for the Wicked that I kind of been listening to over the past week or so.
Just with the title, what you I'm feeling the title, by the way. You know what I'm saying? No Rest for the Wicked, that shit stick out. But just with the title, what kind of feeling that gives you off rip? Before you even turned it on, what kind of feeling did you expect from the album, just from the title?
Just kind of knowing who he is, he gonna have some crazy bars, and I think that's kind of what he meant with the title.
Right.
No Rest for the Wicked. Like, I'm one of the GOATs in this shit.
Word.
Like,
heavy hitting beats.
Yeah.
I love that he be having those heavy hitting, gritty type beats. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, he's one of the dope spitters that's out right now.
Word.
Consistently dropping dope projects. They're bar heavy though.
Facts.
If you're a real hip hop guy, you would probably tap into some of his stuff.
Word.
He got a song on there with The Game and
another bar heavy rapper.
it's called Circumstances. Super dope record. That's one of the guys I've been listening to though, Ransom.
Yeah.
Check his project out. Westside Boogie dropped a new track called Stuck. I seen this first when he was performing it on the Colors thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like they just have the backdrop and then they have the mic and you just kind of perform your song.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Stuck is super dope. I'm definitely waiting on a project from Boogie. I always love his wordplay, the way he put his records together, the way he does the melodic with the bars.
Yeah.
He kind of always reinventing his style. Just a couple things I like about Boogie.
He got the big homie Eminem looking in on his work.
For sure.
Respectfully, you know what I mean? And
for sure.
I know he take that to heart. Like, you got somebody that's the world enjoys, you feel me?
Right.
In your corner, you definitely want to put out your best work when you do put it out.
Right.
And I always like what Boogie had going on, so
right.
Shout out to that, and shout out to how he progressing on his side, which is the Westside.
For sure.
Word.
Blxst put out a new album called
Blxst.
Before You Go. Blxst is another dope artist from the West Coast. Is he from LA? He from Pasadena or LA?
I'm not sure what part.
I think he's from LA. Super melodic. In my mind, he kind of puts you in the feel of Nate Dogg, but kind of like a newer version. Like, he very melodic. He produces all his own stuff. Definitely got some joints on his album.
Shout out to that. It's like when you produce your own, you know what to expect. Right. Because you producing it, you know what I mean? So
for sure.
All the rappers that have that in their pocket. Another dude who's good at that is Tyler, the Creator, you know what I mean? Yeah. Can't nobody envision really what he wants to portray in his music but himself. So right. It's a key thing for him to be producing himself and putting it together himself.
Exactly. Yeah, man. Blxst, super dope. Keep up the good work with that. Yeah. And lastly, for me, which we're gonna tap into it a little more, but my boy's back, man. Kendrick back.
He back with it. We knew he was coming back. We just didn't know when. He decided to jump out now with it.
Started to jump out now. Dropped The Heart Part 5.
Yeah.
And for those of you that don't know, The Heart is kind of like an ongoing series that he has. I think the first 2 were on like mixtapes. And then from 3 on was just like songs that he kind of just threw out. The Heart Part 3 is probably still one of my favorite, but we're going to tap into more of what we expecting from
the guy.
From the guy.
You know what I mean? Word. And shit, we were just talking before it, like 5.6 mil with the views.
Man.
You know what I mean? A dope visual.
He probably hit, what he had, like, I think he had 6.1 in like 14 hours. Whew. Then when we watched it last night, it was 9.1. Man. In less than 24 hours.
So yeah, that 5 point whatever, that was when I first noticed, you know what I mean, what the views was doing. Yeah. I knew it was gonna be an outbreak as far as everybody tuning in, but yeah. Yeah. So I'm excited to know and see more. And shout out to him. You know, you always gotta take a break and come back strong. You know what I mean? And
for sure. I had
no doubt that guy is music. You feel what I'm saying? Everything that went on in this coast as far as the Nip situation, which he got that in the visual. But a lot of things that happen when you're a big artist like that, man. Sometimes you gotta fall back and family, whatever. Yeah. But I knew he was gonna come back hard. So
for sure.
Definitely that.
So as we all know, Kendrick made his appearance a couple days ago with The Heart Part 5. I do not think this song is gonna be on the album. Nah. I just think it's a throwaway. Yeah. It could be a bonus. The visual.
Yeah, man.
It's been a lot of talk around the internet about it.
A lot of views.
What they got, like 9, 10 million first day, which is major.
That's major. But it flows with the hiatus that he pulled away from the big screen. Well, we first saw him jump back in the interview halftime, Super Bowl halftime.
Yeah, kind of like.
At the Super Bowl halftime performance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Super Bowl halftime performance. I like that. So I knew, I had that feeling like, yeah, he working on, he's been working. He ain't just been out of music, just chilling. He's been working. And, he dropped this visual, and he got a couple different faces flashing through this video.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
My first impression of it, aside from the pure excitement,
right,
just to see him back out here, it's been 5 years. I think this was his first actual video in 5 years, aside from I Am the Omega.
Damn, has it been 5 years?
Yeah. What's his cousin name?
Oh, you talking about Key? Not Key.
What is his name?
King.
King. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, Baby King.
Baby King.
Yeah,
yeah.
Baby King.
Baby King. Yeah.
He's in that video.
Okay. Aside from that.
Yeah.
And it showed an old clip of them preparing for was it DNA? Where King was helping him with DNA. King was helping him with something. The old clip resurfaced. Them in a hotel room or them somewhere making some music.
I ain't seen that.
Yeah, I saw it was dope. That's how I know. That's why I know he's coming back to hit hard. But I've always said, like I've been saying over the past couple years, like, damn, where's Schoolboy? Damn, where's Ab-Soul? Damn, Kendrick ain't doing nothing.
Right.
So it's been like the whole top dog been kind of laying low, really working.
Right. Exactly.
And but shout out to Kendrick. I mean,
I think they all about to drop something soon.
I think the summer's gonna be filled up with some top dog shit. J-Rock, I ain't heard from him over there.
I think Ab-Soul dropped a song.
Okay. See, shit getting
tap into that.
Yeah,
too.
shit getting pushed out. But other faces that I've seen on Kendrick when it comes to this video is Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
OJ.
Yeah.
Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
What's your boy? Who the actor? Jesse. Smollett. And the last face I've seen was Will Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kanye.
So it's six faces that faces that get rotated.
I forgot about Will.
Yeah. And of course the face of Kendrick. So
yeah.
He's taking these current events and he's mashing them all into over these past couple of years, 5 years, all the biggest current events. He's taking them and he's mashing them into one personality.
Right.
To me, this shit is dope. It's Kendrick-ist.
Right.
You know what I mean? Some shit I expected from him.
In a way, just to dive in my artist bag.
Yeah.
In a way, I think he's paying homage to these 5 people.
Yeah, I feel that too.
Or 6 people.
Right.
I feel like each person that's represented in the video has influenced him in some way.
I feel that.
Really, all of them had major stories. So the Will thing, of course, you got the Will slap.
Exactly.
But you got him playing King Arthur.
Yeah, that's definitely.
I think that's even deeper because Kendrick is from Compton.
Yeah.
And he knows their story.
Exactly. Cause you gotta remember during that slap, Will won an award. People that get overshadowed.
Right.
During the slap incident, that he won award at the
And they get overlooked.
Yeah, they get overlooked. I mean, he did win an award, so.
Kanye, you gotta think about all the stuff he's been doing. He's become a billionaire since Kendrick last dropped.
Word.
That's influential.
Yeah, everything he's doing with the church, everything he's doing with
church, with his family,
and just fucking with more artists. Everything he's back outside, so to say.
Right, exactly. Jesse Smollett with the all those allegations.
Right.
Is he from Compton?
I'm not sure where the boy from, but he pulled away to get out of that jail term. I know that. He pulled away to get out of them 30 days or 60 days, wherever it was.
I'd be curious to see what Kendrick got to say about him, but it's definitely a meaning to everything.
Definitely.
Nipsey, we all know the influence there. I think in the group they were even talking about how real it looks. The only thing I can kind of see is like their heads are kind of bigger.
Yeah.
But I mean, whoever edited this shit did a phenomenal job.
They did a phenomenal job, yeah.
Like when he morphed into Nipsey, they were even talking about like his hand gestures and shit.
Wow.
Like how
it was different, yeah.
I like the simplistic look of the video.
I do too.
It's kind of just one shot.
I do too, man.
He's kind of angling this way and then talking directly at the camera. Yeah, man. I think it's dope. I think the song is amazing.
Yep.
His performance is amazing. One thing that I will nitpick, this song is not the typical structure of a song. It's just bars, like.
And that's why I think you feel like it's something he just gave us to show us that something's on. To show us that a project is on the way.
Right.
And I kind of like that aspect of it. You know what I mean? And I like how powerful of a message he sent out first before the album.
Right.
So I got a feeling like this album is gonna be a top runner.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
What else was I gonna say?
I think you had more nitpicking on the.
Oh yeah. With it being a bar heavy song, towards the end of the video, you can really tell when he does the nip face.
He goes heavy on the nip. He goes heavy on the nip information.
He's forgetting some of his words.
Are you talking about just in the video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He forgetting some of his words.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Yeah, that's what's up. I as an artist, you can pick that out. Yeah.
That doesn't take away from the creativity. It doesn't take away from the artistry.
Right.
I think it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I love seeing it. Kendrick ain't really doing nothing extra. He used the simplistic look to highlight these people.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if Kanye got a hold to that look before we did, but he dropped a video. It's called Life of the Party, and he's doing that same kind of imagery when it comes to the look. He's going back to the old Kanye look, the baby Kanye look, and just having fun with the imagery. You know what I mean? I like the all black shit going on. So Kendrick is it's a nice statement video to me. Yeah. I like how he dropped it, and I like the views that it got.
It's a moment.
It's a moment. Word. Shout out to that.
It's a moment for sure. Yeah. What was your initial thought like when you first seen the clips?
I just glad that he back outside. Glad that he back outside. At the very top of the year, I told him, I said, "Yo, he gonna drop something this year, and it's gonna be hit or miss. It's gonna be everybody gonna love it, or everybody gonna be like he wild and he's doing too much.
Right.
He's trying to be too different." And like I said, this is some shit I expected from Kendrick, like making a big statement, and I like how he did the visual. You know what I'm saying? I like that it was direct and it wasn't too much of this distraction of everything else in the back. It was just
right.
And he coming hard. So normal. You know what I mean? He got something on the way. So shout out to that.
I'm curious to know like the meaning behind his name change, the Oklahoma. I don't know if that's just an alias, cause the name on the video still says Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Might be the way he going with this next project.
Yeah. But definitely excited to see him back out here. I honestly had gave up on him. Like, bro, retired. He on some other shit.
Yeah.
But I think this was worth the wait.
Word.
And I hope the album is as well.
I think it will be.
Shit, that shit's supposed to come on the 13th.
I think it will be worth it.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, excuse me, King Kunta, K-Dot, Kenny, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
We're excited about what you got going on, man.
For sure, man. What's some of the new music you been rocking with?
Man, so it's been a lot of people talking that talk.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of people talking that talk, and an artist that always stuck in his own lane with his own kind of talk is Pusha T.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Shout out
to Pusha. Push. He got a record called It's Almost Dry.
Yeah.
And man, They talking about it, man. Yeah. It's going crazy.
For sure.
You see what I'm saying? He got that hustler's talk that he always been on. Mm-hmm. He got some good features on it. One of my favorite is Jay-Z's joint.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, him and Pharrell, you know what I mean? They going crazy with it.
What you think overall about the production?
I loved it. I loved it. You got a mixture of Kanye West. You got a mixture of Pharrell. Who knows? Whoever else tweak the rest of the tracks. You know what I mean? If so, right. But when it's like that, you can't lose. Right. You can't lose when you got production like that. I seen it coming from Pharrell, but now he got Kanye. Yeah. Giving his opinions and giving his sides, and Kanye's on it too. Yeah. Dreaming of the Past. That's what they got a track called Dreaming of the Past, and that's fire. Neck and Wrist with him and Jay-Z and Pharrell. That's probably my favorite joint on there. I like how Pharrell's getting witty in it. Like he's getting witty on that track. Like just the little things he be saying in the backdrops. Pusha T spoke on an interview where he's taking Pharrell's advice more on just loosening up. You know what I mean? Get into a different zone with your music. Like reach a bigger crowd. Like. Not say to play with it some more, but you know, loosen up. Right. You know what I mean? Like you're already a great lyricist, but just invite different kind of viewers to your music. Right. And he hit that with this. Kid Cudi on there. I don't really care for Kid on the track.
I don't rock with Cudi, man.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? He a real controversial artist, but the track it's called Scrape It Off. They got Lil Uzi Vert and Don Toliver on there. That shit right there is catchy. You know what I mean? I'm a big fan of Don. Yeah. I like how he threw his flavor into the mix of the whole rap game, and he's different, and he stands on that. You know what I mean? Hell yeah. You know what I mean? So shout out to that. But Pusha got he got a complete project here, and he got Malice on there too. Yeah. So Malice is on the last track called "I Pray for You," and I always knew that he kept his brother's influence and what he was doing when he was recording. Yeah. But now Malice is trying to, you know what I mean, speak a little bit more, which out of the clips, Malice was kind of my favorite when they first came out. Yeah. You know, they came out hard. Yeah. Came out strong. And I just like what they got going on, you know what I mean? It's Almost Dry. It's another hit record so far. You know, we got to give it more spins. I'm always with that kind of, but there's so much music being made, you got to give it some more spins.
But it's hard now, too.
It is hard. Yeah. It is hard, but I like how that's sounding. Right. I like how that's sounding. And shout out to my boy Benny the Butcher. The Butcher coming, you feel me? He got Time to Talk 4. Yeah. And he definitely speaking that talk. He's speaking that drug language, that street code language.
For sure.
And he just doing what Griselda always does. They come out strong, and I like that he kept the first track, Johnny P's Caddy. You know what I mean? It's his big single, but you know how albums, that big single might be the third or fourth track. Yeah. He jumped out the gate with it being the first track. Yeah. And he got another statement track on there, and it's called 10 More Commandments. Yeah. And it's a not a remake, but it's a part 2 of Biggie's 10 Crack Commandments. Yeah. He got Diddy on the backdrop of it. So he got Diddy involved with his album. Yeah. You know, just a lot going on. Alchemist is involved.
For that, right?
He got a visual for that. And I think they're in the streets of Buffalo. Mm-hmm. It's cold. It just look like a cold city, you know what I mean? Yeah. Shout out to Buffalo, shout out to Griselda, what they got going on. And Benny hitting hard, man. He came back hitting hard, so.
Shout out to Benny.
Shout out to Benny. And one more I want to mention is Future joint. I Never Liked You. You know what I'm saying? Highly anticipated. I just think that's a statement album. Yeah. You feel me? He's saying like, man, I love who I am. I love the music I create. Right. To anybody who don't like it, shit, I never liked you. I never liked you anyway. You feel me? Right. His talk on that album, he feeling himself. Right. The features, like I was telling Pop before, like he got a feature with Kanye. Yeah. It's called Keep It Burning, and man, the visual is dope. I love how they running that all black. It's a whole aura. It's a whole, you know what I mean? He really tapped into what Kanye had going on. So right. He got a track, number 2 track, I'm That Nigga. That's going crazy. I like that track.
Right.
Puffin and Zooted. Puffin on Zooties. Puffin on Zooties. You got crazy names going, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's good money.
Yeah.
But you got the Monster 2 coming. Who knows when that's gonna drop? But it's supposed to be the follow up to this. And it's like he's just saying, I never liked you, man. So if you don't like me, I ain't never like you anyway. Right. I like me more than you.
Right.
There's always somebody in the media got something to say. Right. Tabloids saying this or that, how he do with his kids or whatever you might have to say.
Right.
I never liked you anyway.
Right.
So forget what you got to say.
Exactly.
Yeah. So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to that. You know what I mean? And it's plenty of new music dropping every day and weekly. Like, if you think about it, it wasn't too long ago that 2 Chainz dropped his album, Dope Don't Sell Itself. Free Game from Yo Gotti. Man, the Dream Chasers boss, Meek Mill dropped Expensive Pain. So it's so much music.
You got Big Crit. That's a ton of stuff.
Yeah,
You got Sorry.
Sorry, shout out to that.
It's non-stop. Like, it's hard to consume this much music.
It really is.
Then you got cats like Jack Harlow.
Shout out to Jack Harlow.
I ain't really tapped into his album yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to listening to it.
Word. He moving around with Drake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think they just shot that video.
That's fire.
They shot it at the Kentucky Derby.
I seen him at the Derby.
Yeah.
I seen your boy getting lifted off. He didn't want his shoes to get dirty.
Yeah.
But he's an artist. I feel like he's gonna be moving into the movie lane soon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He comfortable with the camera being on him.
Right.
He's dope lyrically. You know what I mean? He got his flavor going. He got his other artists want to work with him.
Yeah.
He on the uprise.
For sure.
You feel me? He on the uprise.
I like his style for sure.
Yeah.
His last album was super dope to me.
Word. And shout out to Snoop Dogg. That's another guy who dropped the album back on Death Row. And with the album came a short movie.
Yeah.
A short film with the album. That shit was hard, man.
That shit hard.
That shit hard. He got his acting going on. He got different characters in it. You know what I mean? Really expressing his run in the game.
Right.
Over 30 years, you know what I mean? Saying what Death Row meant to him, the artists he worked with, you know what I mean? And he still got more to prove as far as being an influencer at Def Jam. Speak on that a little bit. You know what I mean?
After hearing the Benny interview, you know, he kind of talked about, I don't know exactly what his position is.
I'm not sure.
But he's like a high representative at Def Jam now. Somebody that can actually call the shots. So Benny said on the interview that I think he had a specific number that he was looking for as far as contract-wise. And Snoop was able to get that deal done.
Major.
Yeah.
Major.
He was able to call the top guy and was like, hey, my man looking for this. I'm going to let you speak to him on the phone, and we're going to get this deal done. So, salute to him.
Right.
You know, getting the label Death Row back.
Yeah.
And then getting this position at Def Jam.
Exactly,
so,
man.
That shit dope to me. And if I'm not mistaken, the first lady passed away.
Yeah.
Def Jam.
See, I'm not really. I was too young to be familiar with what she had going on.
Right.
But it just seemed like a lot of over these weeks, days, and months.
Right.
A lot of people have been falling, man. And it's always sad to see when death comes around, but it's just like, damn. Some people you think it's just invincible.
Right.
You know what I mean? And moving on to our next topic, Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
You feel me? A guy who was a YouTube influencer, social media influencer, whether you like him or not, he was on the uprise.
Right.
A lot of people was tapped in. A lot of people it was receiving daily consumption of what he had to say.
Right.
As far as relationship views and the guy looked like he was in good health and good spirits. You know what I'm saying? Not just outside, just he talked with confidence.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? I honestly didn't know that he was in his late 50s, but
yeah, he looked way younger than he really is.
Yeah, but man, you just really never know what people are going through behind the cameras and behind the doors. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like he passed away untimely, and the details about how it really happened is still coming out. You know, everybody got their views and whatnot.
Yeah.
But
like they said, he so they released a 911 call today.
Okay.
I listened to that earlier. It's kind of crazy. Like
it was a wary call.
Like of course the lady, which was a 32-year-old nurse.
Okay.
I guess they were being intimate at the time.
Right.
Who knows what was consumed?
Who knows? That's a big who knows too. Like
after listening to the 911 call though, she called 911 and she was trying to tell like the dispatcher who he was. Like it's Kevin Samuels. Like hell yeah, I need an ambulance. Like so she connected him to the ambulance, and then with her being a nurse, I think she had performed CPR on him. I don't think he was responding well.
Right.
Like he hadn't passed yet. Like she said she could feel like an irregular heartbeat.
Right.
And she tried CPR, and then at the end of the phone call before it went off, you can just hear her say, come on baby, like think about your mother, think about your daughter. Like, you got this, come on. So she trying to, you know, speak some life into him. And,
yeah.
Just unfortunate to hear that news, man. Like, never expected that. Like you said, he was still on the uprise.
Yep.
A lot of people had a lot of hatred, a lot of bad things to say about him. I don't think he was a bad person. I think he was just exposing a lot of unknown, like people be so uncertain about what they want in a relationship.
Yeah, yeah.
And he kind of points that out in a lot of his live shows.
Yep. You know, bringing them options to you right to your face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't hiding behind nothing.
Right.
He wasn't hiding behind nothing. Like, he asked you, what do you want in a person? What part of your life are you in? How old are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, be rational about what you think your situation is supposed to be like.
Right.
I mentioned earlier, like, if you're in a tax bracket of like 30 to 50,000 a year, and you're looking for somebody who's in the 300 to 500 range, think about that.
They
like,
probably ain't looking at you.
You dig? And if you really pushing that scenario and you pushing for that, some things got to change up. And he was giving the people that option. I mean, he was giving the people that information on how you make that change if you want that, or you know what I'm saying, really trying to guide you into what you want out of life.
Right.
I mean, you could just tune in or not tune in. Like, it wasn't like he was trying to down everybody that he came across.
Now he did make some folks look like some fools.
I mean, some of them needed to look a little foolish. You feel me?
Mean?
And then it's in
a way it was comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is media.
They all had a good point to them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, shout out to Kevin Samuels, man. I was definitely starting to follow him.
Yeah, I was too. He had some good information to spread.
Yeah, one of my homeboys, Greco, put me on to him.
Okay.
And, I've been following him ever since.
Yeah. So I'm sure he won't be forgotten. I mean, and that's why you got the internet. So if you ever want to tune back in and listen to some of his conversations, it's there. You know what I'm saying? He was saying this for the stick.
Right.
And for, you know, to uplift the black community. So don't take it in a bad light. You know what I mean? Unless you was the ones on there that he was really whoosh, and really and really trying to, you know what I mean, knock some sense into, but it's all for fun.
He was saying a lot of good things.
Yeah,
too.
He was, yeah.
People just dwell on the negative.
Yeah.
Which is probably what he was more known for.
Right.
But nah, man, Kevin Samuels was a cool dude.
He was, man. He was. Now, you know, comedy shows is comedy shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you go there to have a good time and laugh. And it just seems like lately people got an urge to want to get physical with these comedians. Ever since Will got physical, ever since a comedian / actor got physical with another comedian / actor,
right?
Everybody want to act like they can get physical with anybody they choose to.
Right. I think it all stems from that, man. Like,
yeah.
Did you see the video?
I saw the video.
Bro,
I saw the video.
I seen the video today, bro. He real did like try to.
Yeah. Spare him. He tried to hit him with a wrestling spare move.
Man, crazy.
Well, I want to know. Of course, there's no barrier. It was no barrier right there where the crowd was. But
right.
How did he get that far on stage without somebody running over there and being right there in front and noticing that? Like he pulled off a slick one.
Yeah.
He pulled off a slick one.
They said he had a poker with him.
Yeah, I saw it. It's a plastic. He had a plastic gun, a plastic pistol, with a real 4-inch blade knife on the end of that that guy. You feel me? So
that nigga had some World War II shit,
commando type vibe going on. But he did what he did. You feel me? And he could say that he could say I budged Dave Chappelle. I you know what I'm saying, I rammed him a little bit, but you didn't get the best of the guy.
Right.
Because after you did that, you ran backstage and man, it was a show back there. Right. They got the best of you. You feel what I'm saying? Had you walking out, well, had you carried out with your arm looking like you were reaching in your pocket permanently. A permanent reach in your pocket and, you know, swelling and all the rest of that stuff. Yeah. But
I don't know who ended up actually getting a hold of the buddy. But they scuffed his ass.
A team got a hold of him. Yeah, man. And so the backstory on Buddy, the weirdo, because I seen what he had going on. 2018, he had a track called Dave Chapelle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
I heard about that.
Yeah. So he already had uncomfortable vibes with the guy. So I guess he said, when I get a chance to go to the show, I'm gunning for him.
Yeah. And
who knows what would happen if he would have definitely got Dave Chappelle down on the spare.
Yeah.
Was he gonna pull out what he had and use it, or was it an intimidation tool, or who knows, right?
Yeah.
So you really gotta be more to the comedians, man. Like whoever you brought with you, make sure they running their P's and Q's on you while you're on stage, and your security team is on point. I mean, I'm sure that venue is gonna get a letter in the mail saying what's gonna happen moving forward. But come on, man, we gotta protect our black kings, man. Dave Chappelle is a black king for us, as far as a comedian / activist / good person we want to hear from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We want to know Dave Chappelle's opinion. Like
exactly.
So.
I mean, I definitely think the security got to be stepped up.
Yeah.
Who knows, man? Dude could have had some bullets in that motherfucker.
Man, shit get crazy, man. Where the search team was at?
Right.
Letting people in. Y'all doing the pity pat searches? Come on, man. That shit got to be damn near a cavity search.
Yeah.
Damn near. You feel what I'm saying? Cause
yeah, we digging in your ass.
You feel me?
You got to. We don't know where these niggas hiding shit at.
Man.
He had to do something creative to get past security.
I mean, he looked like a weirdo, so who knows where he had to tuck that.
Probably gave him a pass, huh?
I don't know, man, but
damn, that shit crazy.
Come on, man. We can't hurt the comedians out here, man. Come to the show to laugh and that dude had a personal vendetta against Dave, so
right.
He's out there. We know what he was there for, but man, you coming to the show, come to laugh and come to enjoy yourself.
Right.
You feel me? Because it could have ended up worse. Could have been getting carried out of that guy rather than rolled out that guy. So
right.
That's how that goes, man.
But he got a crazy ass picture though.
Yeah, he got something to remember.
On the gurney.
I seen him up there. You know they've been doing the memes with it already.
Yeah.
And you know the Ghetto Boys' first album picture.
Yeah.
And they put him on a stretcher.
That's funny.
And had him with his arm and shit and his. So you know. The laugh is on him, it ain't on Dave. Dave would just joke about it again and laugh and get more paper from him. So
yeah,
salute.
But they said that he carried on the show.
Yeah. Now, we love it. We love sports anyway, but we love it when the playoffs come around. And the NBA playoffs is here, man.
For sure.
It's getting quite physical out here. It's getting quite, yeah.
Getting chippy.
It's getting chippy. They playing. They doing what they supposed to do. They playing for real.
Hell yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And you got some close matchups. You got some uncertain situations happening.
Right.
Where you thought this team was gonna make it and their team ain't make it.
Right.
But I like how it's lining up. So you got the game we watched last night, Milwaukee versus Boston. That's a good matchup going on. It's 2-2 now. And it seemed like these games really going down to the last couple possessions in the fourth.
Yeah. That's a good ass series.
Yeah.
They still ain't got no answer for Giannis.
They don't.
Unfortunately, Chris Middleton's hurt.
That's a fact.
MCL sprain. But I think Celtics gonna pull it out.
I like how they play collectively, man. Like
they D up. Al Horford went crazy last night.
Crazy. Shout out to Al, man.
Shout out to Al,
he
boy.
dunking on people. He
splashed the nigga in the face.
He dunking with the elbow in the face and walking off to the crowd at the away crowd. Like, yeah, we here.
Yeah.
We here. You feel what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
That boy pulled off a 30-plus performance, his highest scoring performance ever in his career. Yeah. That goes to show you, just because it's late in your career, that don't mean you can't pull off a 30-piece in the playoffs and shock the world.
Right.
In a must-need game because they was down 2-1.
What happened? Is it Williams? Damn, what's his name?
Which one?
Old boy from Tennessee.
Yeah, Williams. What's his first name?
Is it Graham? Graham Williams. Green Williams.
Light-skinned boy. The light-skinned boy.
Yeah. He got in foul trouble. So they had just subbed Al Horford out. And they was talking about how tired he was. And shit, he came in and produced. He came in and gave buckets.
The last
2 threes.
The first couple minutes of the fourth, or was it maybe been the last minutes of the third or the first of the fourth? He racked up a quick 12 points.
Yeah, I think it was early fourth.
Early fourth, yeah, racked up 12 points and we just like, yo, we here, let's go.
For sure.
Because like you said, Giannis was doing what Giannis does.
Right.
The man had 30-something and 18.
Right.
Come on now, he's a reigning MVP. That's the MVP performance. But Boston, like I said, collectively as a team, if he's not shooting, if Smart is not shooting good, somebody else, Tatum is. You know what I'm saying? Al Horford, he just shined last night. So it's like, I like them moving forward. I think this is going 7 games, and I think Boston gonna pull this one in 7.
I like Tatum. I like, of course, Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
I like Marcus Smart. He gonna D up. He gonna get you some easy buckets.
Mm-hmm.
Who else they got I like? Shit, even on Milwaukee. Of course, I like Giannis.
Yeah.
I love Drew Holiday.
Holiday, big guard, he do his thing.
Trying to think.
The center we was talking about last night.
For
Milwaukee. Big boy, no homo.
The white dude? Or?
Yeah, I always miss his name. Brook Lopez, my bad.
Yeah.
Brook Lopez doing his thing.
Yeah.
Like, he's a dual threat. When you 7-footer and you can shoot and you got ball handling skill, like, he's a major factor that they sleep on, for real.
Yeah,
he really is a major factor that they sleep on. But that series is looking good. I mean, my favorite team in the playoffs right now, Memphis, you know what I mean? They going against the Warriors. And I always knew, like, if the Warriors get that momentum and everybody's gelling and playing well, nobody really in injury problems or foul trouble throughout the games, it's like, I'm scared of them.
So, did you hear what happened last night? Because we was like, where the fuck is Steve Kerr?
Yeah, what happened?
Something happened. I don't know if he got suspended. It was something. Like, he was not at the game, though.
He wasn't at the game at all.
Oh, I don't know what happened exactly.
But tap into that.
I knew he wasn't a part of the game, so they was like, shit, they did really good considering.
They did.
Because I think they had an interim head coach last night. I don't know. He might have got fired.
Your boy Brown, well, you know, he used to be a head coach in the league.
Yeah.
That's if you have any other coach to step in, he's fit to do that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And all the players know him already. The players are comfortable with him.
Well respected.
Yeah, man. Ja's hurt. I hate that my boy Ja's hurt because
you know what that means, don't
I
you?
don't. Remind me.
Burrito. Burrito wrapped up real nice.
Yeah.
So with
a to-go plate with the burrito.
telling you.
Nah, but it's 3-1 over there now. It was a close game last night. Draymond had he had a block that might have changed the ending of the game for Memphis, but they still got to fight in them. You know what I mean? It's one game at a time. They got to show up. The next game is 3-1. It's one and done. You got to make this or you don't. It's over with.
One and done.
But shout out to that. You know, injuries is a part of the game. You just got to step up and do your thing.
Exactly.
You got to come with it.
Exactly.
So you got Miami Heat versus the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah.
James Harden heating up. He looking like the old James. It's only been one game since he came and started looking like the old James, but Embiid is back too.
It ain't gonna last.
And I'm thinking that's gonna stress the 7. I'm telling you right now, like it happens like this in the playoffs. You know what I mean? People get hot and cold, but when it's flowing and it keeps flowing,
right,
sky's the limit for them.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So maybe the home court advantage might have something to do with it, maybe not. But we gonna see, and I think it's going 7. You feel me? What you got? What's your take on it?
It ain't going 7.
What's your take on the Heat situation?
James is a fluke, for one. James ain't about this.
I don't like playoff James. I can tell you that, but
yeah, he ain't about it. Now they lucky they got Embiid back.
Yeah, they definitely need Embiid back.
B got him bowled to the head, cracked his orbital bone or something like that. I think he may have got some stitches too. I know Draymond got some stitches, but
okay.
The Heat is who I'm rocking with.
For the whole thing, or just that series?
The whole thing.
The whole thing. Okay.
That's who I want to win.
Yeah.
I just think they got a great team, man. They made it real close 2 years ago. Yeah. They played the Lakers.
Yeah, they did.
We lost a couple pieces since then, but we also gained a couple pieces. Yeah. I think Victor Oladipo is
that's
definitely
a good pickup.
an X factor.
That's a good pickup.
Yeah, that boy. I don't know. He didn't make the All-Star, but he's a former All-Star. Yeah. So we know what he's capable of. Right. Jimmy Butler doing his thing. He kind of streaky. So is Tyler Hero. Yeah. Then we got
and shout out to him winning the 6th Man of the Year award.
Yeah. Shout out to that. He definitely. I don't know. I love to watch Tyler Hero play. Man.
Yeah, he exciting. He's an exciting player. Like,
anybody that can run off screens and just flat out shoot the ball. Yeah, I'm rocking with.
That's what's up. Yeah.
We got Lowry.
Mm-hmm. He's hurt with the hamstring. I don't think he's gonna return throughout the rest of the series. But
I think we'll be alright without him.
I mean, it's gonna be. That's why I said 7 because I feel like it's gonna go back and forth from here on out and just.
I don't think they're gonna win again. Philly not about to do that.
It is.
I thought we were gonna sweep them.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. The next matchup I'm interested to see on the eastern side, and we got the Suns playing the Dallas Mavericks. Yep. And you know, people thought the Suns was gonna win that outright when it first started. It was 2-0. Yeah. Milwaukee got their shit together and they made a statement run twice. Now it's 2-2. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said Milwaukee.
Oh, my bad. I meant Dallas. Dallas, yeah. Dallas Mavericks made a statement run and they won two more games. So it's 2-2 now.
Bro, I'm really liking Brunson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody in trouble.
Yeah, he confident.
That boy hooping.
Yeah, he confident. It's playoff time. Everybody on the team need to be complimented, whether it's complimentary players, whether it's your starters, your coaches, your assistant coaches, the people wiping the sweat off the court. Yeah. Hey, everybody got to step it up playoff time. And I think that series is going to be funny. Like, at the beginning of it, I was going for the Suns. I thought the Suns was going to be easy victory. You know, Devin Booker was injured at the beginning of the series. He's back now, but it's like the whole tempo change, especially for Chris Paul. Like, he's overdoing shit to try to get fouls and weak passes, and this is just the last 2 games.
With the fans.
Yeah, it's like,
well,
you know what I'm saying? His family and the fans, they got into a little dispute. That's you got to consider that if you him. But we talking about just not off the court play. We talking about on court play. It's like, man, get back into your mode where you conducting everything on the court instead of trying to be extra with it. Right. He made 2 fouls that he didn't have to do and to put him in foul trouble early in the game. He was out by the 3rd quarter, so moving forward on that one, I just think, man, the best, whoever comes to show up to really play. Forget about your regular season titles and all that. Let's play now. We in the playoffs. Let's play off. And Luka is on some shit where he's big boying people. He running out. He little boying people. You know what I mean? He walking back, running back to for defense with his hand out. Like, come on, man, y'all too small. Get somebody else on me.
Luka is a bucket though, man.
Yeah.
I love to see him play. The way he just slow the game down.
Yeah. Smooth,
that
man.
Like Euro. That motherfucker be slow as hell.
Word. He's smooth with it. And everybody on the team was in tune. Like I seen a play where he was doing his thing and somebody was in the corner and they was posted up with their hands ready to catch. You know what I mean? It's like you never know what Luka gonna do. He could drive and throw you with a pass and just be ready to shoot it. Yeah. Be ready to move with it. So they all in tune with what's going on in Dallas. So and they got a good fan base. So you really just gotta be your A game in the playoffs.
Mark Cuban going crazy.
He going crazy like he always and like he's supposed to.
Exactly.
So just keep your intensity up when it comes to the NBA playoffs, man.
Right. Yeah. Who you got winning it all?
I'm
going with Miami, of course.
You going with Miami? So I got the Phoenix Suns meeting up with the Boston Celtics, and I want whoever to play the best of that to win it all. I don't really have no dog in the fight at this point, but I want to see that matchup: Phoenix against Boston, and whoever scrapped to win that.
That's what's
up. With that,
Yeah, man. Definitely some exciting playoffs.
Word.
Some dope matchups. It'll be exciting to see who take it.
Yeah, who gonna get the title? Who gonna take the title home this year, man?
For sure.
Who gonna grab that trophy?
For sure. Yeah. Absolutely. All right, so let's tap into this MVP in the NBA.
Most valuable player.
A lot of folks think a few people got snubbed this year as far as MVP.
Yeah.
Shout out Nikola Jokic from the Nuggets. He won MVP this year. I think he won it last year too.
Second time within 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, I think didn't what's his name win it last year? Didn't Giannis win it last year?
Or maybe Jokic got like MVP of the playoffs or something. I don't know.
When?
Last year.
I don't know. But I know it's his second MVP within 2 years.
Yeah. A lot of folks think Embiid should have got it. I think Embiid been playing his ass off this year.
Yes.
Couple injuries here and there though.
Yeah. And throughout all that little trading and all that, he's still elevated to where he's supposed to be.
Right.
And most of the talk was about Embiid throughout especially after the All-Star game. So
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Why not bless him with that? But
exactly. I think him or Giannis could have got it. They both playing out their mind, and you could tell the other night when we were watching Milwaukee.
Yeah, you pointed out to me.
Giannis playing with a chip on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how the fuck y'all ain't give me this?
Word.
So he gonna make it a point to try to get this Finals MVP.
Right.
If they make it. You know what I'm saying?
And that ain't taking nothing away from Jokic. You know what I mean? It's only one award, and you got a handful of people playing out their mind. You know what I mean? So, but it's like the most valuable player. You got to realize what your team would be without you.
Right.
And at the point, to me, my opinion, at the point with all this trading and all that, with Harden and all that, I don't think the Sixers would have been in the playoffs without Embiid this year.
Right.
Maybe the Denver would have been in the playoffs without. Well, you can't say that because one of their best players are injured too.
Yeah.
Over there in Denver. So, but to me, I know the Sixers wouldn't be in the playoffs without Embiid this year.
Right. Hell yeah. James can't get it done.
Not since the trade, and not since I was telling Pop this is James Harden's third team in the last year and a half.
Yeah.
So
no problem.
It's getting integrated into your team, and you can tell that hamstring is not 100% right. So a full off season is what I'm looking for James and see how he bounces back.
Yeah.
I give him that benefit of the doubt, but
what bothers me most about his game, it's like he plays intentionally to draw fouls.
Yeah. I don't like that out.
Like, nigga,
I don't like that out.
Throw the ball up, Now don't get me wrong, he got game, he can shoot, he can dribble, penetrate, whatever. I just don't like all that drawing foul shit.
Check this out. A lot of guards at times though do that kind of play. CP3 do that kind of play at times. Steph Curry does that kind of play at times, but it's just not as excessive as James.
He mainly does shooting though.
Yeah.
He mainly
try to get you up in the air.
And then he'll.
Right. But some of that shit is silly though. Some of that shit is fake.
Nigga James, you might be d'ing up. That nigga gonna hook your arm and throw that motherfucker.
That new swipe through rule. You know what I mean? He used it to what it's used for.
That shit crazy though.
I don't know, I just think they need more voters when it comes to the MVP and more people putting in their input. What you think? Like,
I think so. I don't want to discredit Jokic though.
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I'm saying?
He an MVP. He is an MVP. Like,
right. I mean, Embiid should have got it.
I would have given it Embiid this year. You feel me? I would have given it Embiid this year. But hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
And then you give it to a dude that just got beat 4-1.
Hey, I think they should give out that award after the playoffs. Even though it's a regular season. Yeah, you're right. Matter of fact, they doing it right. It's a regular season award.
Yeah.
Give it for the person who did it in the regular season. But like I said before, 76ers wouldn't have been in the playoffs without their star.
Right.
And a big man averaging 30. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have two big men in the conversation. 3, Giannis, Embiid, and Jokic. So
yeah, it's
a big man season as far as basketball lately. So shout out to them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. They had Karl Anthony Towns too.
Karl Anthony Towns, yeah.
With the Timberwolves.
With the Timbs, yeah.
Although they got put out, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, big man conversation right now.
Yeah, for sure. Mindset moment.
The mindset moment.
We kind of want to jump in and talk a little bit about abortion. There's been a lot of people talking on social media about it. Like, what are your views? Are you for it? Are you against it?
Right.
There's been a law that's been passed that you can't abort a baby after a certain number of weeks. A lot of people think that's unfair. For me personally, it all depends on your circumstances. I think if it's my child and I'm a woman and I'm carrying this baby, I should somewhat have a say-so on what I do with this child. It's mine. I created it. I'm the only one that knows the plans that I have for it. And you know, it's weird to have a say-so as far as the government being somebody that's not having to carry the child,
right?
Have a say-so on an individual who has circumstances that they don't even know about.
Right.
I don't think the government should be allowed to make that type of law.
I mean,
in a way, I think the child deserves to be born in a way, but is it actually a life yet?
And see all those points need to get put into the conversation. Like, as far as the government is concerned, their biggest input or their biggest view on it to me is population control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, first and foremost, when it comes to this topic, like, we're as guys, we're outsiders looking in.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what
I don't feel like we should have a say-so at all unless it's our child.
That's what I was going to say. Like, the only say-so we should have with abortion is the other half. Like, if my female companion or, you know what I'm saying, whoever I made this baby with, like, knowingly, if I'm knowing that, you know what I'm saying, I'm the only one that was involved with that situation, if she knows that I'm the only one involved, or she knows who was involved, if it's more than one person, like, they have an opinion that needs to be heard about that child. Whether she wants to admit it or not, whether she wants to go forward with the whole everything that comes with pregnancy, you know what I mean?
Right.
If she knows that it's a guy that's involved, that willingly y'all had sex together and willingly helped making this baby, his opinion needs to get heard. And that's a conversation that you need to have with him. And nobody else's views should matter. I mean, you definitely gonna mention it to your family if y'all in a good space.
Right.
They should be able to help you with that process, because it's not a decision that should be bearing. As a female, you shouldn't have to make that decision on your own. I mean, you can, because it's your body and you have to raise that kid.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They should have the last say-so.
They should have the last say-so.
Yeah.
And if you're an outsider looking in and you didn't help with the process of making a baby, rape is the only association with that pregnancy that you should speak on. Like, you know what I mean? Because if someone forced a baby in you, that might be trauma that leaks on after you had the pregnancy. And not even knowingly, you could pass that trauma on to your offspring. You know what I'm saying? And how you raise them. You might not be 100% raising them because you're subconsciously thinking about how that situation started or ended. You know what I mean? You was forced to make that decision. So it's a lot of different views on that topic, but that's just the main ones. Like, shouldn't no government or shouldn't no outsider be telling someone how many kids they could have or when or why or whatever. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
it's stripping away our freedom.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it definitely is.
And I mean, women work hard as it is.
They do.
To be granted shit, even freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Like rights to vote.
Yeah.
I just think it's kind of crazy that the government got to say so over that.
Yeah. Just wrap your mind around this statement right here. Like, you're female. You're naturally gaining weight through the pregnancy process. You got another body in you. You got to be mindful of what you're feeding it. You got to be mindful what you're feeding yourself, what you're drinking, the environment you're around. Right. Loudness. It's all kind of uncomfortable situations you're going to be put into within these next 6, 7, 8 months.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hormones changing.
Hormones changes. Making sure the right people are around you, whether it's your you know what I mean, your sig, your family, could be a sister, brother, auntie, whoever, you know what I mean, your workspace.
Yeah.
I mean, your mind is already going through different changes because you're thinking about your near future, everything that's going to be involved with your baby, like those kind of thoughts I'm sure go through, you know what I'm saying, young mother's mind. So. Right. Now you maybe it might be self-doubt. They're not sure who the dad is. I'm just going through every different scenario that they be thinking about. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's already pressure being put onto you about bringing another child in this world. Now you having more pressure because you got to worry about what someone else thinks about it. Right. Come on, man. Do what's best for you and yours. Right. If you got a good situation going, like, by no means should you withhold information when it comes to who was involved in making a baby. Right. You know what I'm saying? Though if you're pregnant and whether you want to keep the child or not, and you know who helped you with the process, I'm talking about guy-wise, you shouldn't withhold the information. Right. That'll be selfish of you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
they might need to make a law against that.
Yeah. Because it's a lot of phoniness going on when it comes to those type of situations. Like, it could be overwhelming at times. You know what I mean? Especially for that female. Right. But she should be allowed to make that decision by herself without the pressure of what the government got to say.
Right.
Yeah, it's a family situation. That's a you and me type of conversation. Like, you know what I mean? We're raising this child. Like, you know what I mean? So.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. It's just something to be mindful about, though. You know what I mean? That's the mindset moment. Like, everybody be mindful about that. Like, sometimes people need advice. Yeah, be sensitive. Right. Sometimes people need to hear something good about what they got going on pregnancy-wise or different views. Just make it be positive. You know what I mean? Don't put false pressure on females when they're going through stuff like that. Right. You know what I mean? We all come from that situation. We all here because of that.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
And men don't be too quick to judge, man. I mean, we don't know we don't know what's all going on as far as like with the pregnancy.
Right.
The only thing we know is how they change, but we don't know exactly what they're going through as far as like body-wise.
That's a fact, man.
Hormones changing and postpartum and all that type shit. Like, we'll never understand.
Nah, and another quick point about that is body-wise is more than 30, this is facts now. It's more than 30% of pregnancies that end with a C-section. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's someone cutting on your body to get the baby out. That's who knows what goes through a female's mind during that. Right. It's complication in pregnancies every day.
Right.
So, come on, man. It's even deaths in pregnancies. It really is. Like, it's hard to believe, but that's what happens. That's what goes on. So, just bring positive energy to that situation, man, and help her make the best decision she could. You know what I mean? Or if your family, help those two make the best decision they can, man.
Right. Exactly.
That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line.
Exactly.
Right. Y'all already know. At the end of every episode we do, we throw artists an entertainer, somebody of value, their flowers.
Right.
While they still here. You know what I mean? We show them they love that they do love. You know what I'm saying? We just show them that they appreciate it and what they mean to the culture and what they mean to just whatever they doing.
Right.
You dig? And I got a good artist I want to give their flowers to. Mm-hmm. You know, when you enter any league or game or anything, you never know how long you're going to be in it.
Right. You
never know how long your fans are going to tolerate what you got going on. You never know how long you can keep your work ethic up. I mean, all type of shit. But this artist I'm going to name, he definitely had his run. And I would never say it's over because with the type of songs that he made, he could get booked for shows at any time. That's the type of songs he got. He put on for his city. He definitely shed the light. He did what Nelly did to St. Louis. Right. So he did that for his state and city. Right. And he murked every feature he was on as far as I know of. The time when he hit his heaviest, he was appreciated. So he's not a one-hit wonder, and he's not nobody that's undervalued. His career just didn't span as big as Jay-Z's or as noticeable as a lot of other artists. You feel what I'm saying? Right. But I got to give my flowers to a Southern legend. You know what I mean? He stomped the gas on his shit, and he made a name for himself. He put North Carolina on the map as far as this hip-hop shit. He put Charlotte on the map. Shout out and put Raleigh on the map. Wherever you want to name it, he put that area on the map in North Carolina. But shout out to my boy Petey Pablo. You feel what I'm saying? The boy Petey Pablo. North Carolina with the motherfucking throw your what was it?
Come on and raise up.
Raise up. Take your shirt off and twist it around your head. Spin it like the helicopter. Yeah. You know what I mean? He had the Freaka League, which was one of his biggest singles. That had every club going crazy back in the early 2000s. That's not a lie, that's a fact. Every feature he was on, he had a feature with Ciara on one of them tracks. It was fire. Petey Pablo definitely put on for his town and made a career at what he had going on.
Right.
So shout out to Petey. You know what I mean? I'm giving you my flowers today, man. Hip hop legend from the South, Petey Pablo.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Man. My flowers today goes to an athlete, point guard, NBA. God has been around for a long time.
Okay.
My opinion, he's one of the best point guards of all time, and I think people overlook that. Definitely high in the assist game.
Okay. He's sharing. He ain't a selfish guard.
He's sharing that bitch.
Okay.
He, in the final, I mean, he's in the playoffs right now.
Wow, I think I know who you running with.
Yeah, man. Kind of undersized.
Yeah.
So he definitely
undersized and counted out.
Yeah. He got that grit about him. Definitely a competitor.
Yeah.
Has a crazy mid-range game. Got a crazy handle on the ball.
Yeah.
Definitely a leader. He's with the NBA Players Association.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
Just an all-around smooth cat. Perfected the pick and roll.
Yeah, definitely.
Just done a lot for the NBA as a whole.
Yeah. Don't forget about the commercials that he be on.
The State Farm.
Yeah.
State Farm commercials.
You'll catch him on State Farm every now and then.
I think them his real kids that be in the video.
Yeah, it is. So that's props to that.
Too. Yeah.
You putting your kids on business moves early.
Right.
And they get a little what you call it when you go to school and you get a little you telling your other friends, I seen me on TV. You get the props at school.
The alley-oop.
The alley-oops.
That's another word for it.
Yeah, the acknowledgement. All that type of shit when you had to go to school. Yeah. They like big me up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we continue though.
But yeah, man. Today my flowers goes to Chris Paul.
CP3, baby.
Yeah, shout out CP3, man. I think they gonna make a good run.
Yeah, I think so too. Like I said, I picked them in Boston to meet up at the end, but you gotta make it there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. They just gotta stay out. I don't know, man, because I don't know the whole situation of the fan and Chris Paul getting into it. I know he said something about his family or something.
I don't think they let the whole joint go yet.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Definitely protect yourself.
Yeah, man.
These fans crazy. They trying to spear niggas like
they think the game is about them.
Chapelle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, stay in your place. Like, come on.
Hell yeah, man. But yeah, that wraps up another episode. I am Pop.
Yes, you rocking with fella.
You already know, man. Mindset Podcast, baby. We're gonna keep it coming.
We keeping it coming, you know what I mean? Comment, feedback, give us some feedback on what else y'all want to hear. We got some interviews coming up. We got some album reviews coming up.
For sure. So
look forward to that. I got a lot of shit to talk about when it comes to a couple of these new albums.
For sure.
And we just excited to get more information out, man, and just, creating these moments and and changing up the mindset.
Right.
You dig? And keeping it pushing.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep coming at y'all with the mindset moment. It'll be a segment in the show where we talk about something really important.
Yep.
So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Shit, man, like that, bro.
Like that, we here with it.
We out of here. Gone.
To the game, I remain solid. They toot their nose up cause I don't fuck with everybody. Cause they really hiding demons deep off in their closet. I'd rather pull up to the bank and make a new deposit. I'm a product of the real cause I move in silence.